It's tactic time and welcome back to the channel. Got a test of 5 at the back tactic in Italy, so I took it to Roma to show it's not just for elite and top teams. I ran it with newly promoted Sunderland. I tested it a slightly lower league in Division 2 in Spain with Malaga. It's nice to meet you, and that's also the name of the tactic. Let's take a look at the tests. Italy is known for its 5 at the back tactics, so let's see how this one got on with Roma. So we are starting with Roma in Italy, and you can see it is a treble. League winners with 92 points, comfortably ahead of everyone else. An easy league win for Roma in this one. In the final of the Italian Cup, they beat Fiorentina 4-1, taking the Italian Cup home. It wasn't just domestic success. With the help of penalties, they beat Porto in the final of the Europa League. Not a 4-2-3-1, it's not a 4-3-3, but can it keep Sunderland in the Premier League? Next up is newly promoted Sunderland, and we know they're having a great season in real life, but in the game, they are one of the favourites for relegation. You can see 400-1 odds predicted to finish 18th, but in this test, they did a lot better than that. They finished in 8th position. And one for the Sunderland fans out there, they've also finished above Newcastle, who finished in 10th. An incredible season for Sunderland. If they finish there this season, I'm sure their fans will be very, very happy. Malaga once had a ton of investment and were trying to compete with the big boys in La Liga. They're now in Division 2, but can this one get them promoted? As you know, I like to test the tactics in different countries at different levels. So I went for a third test with Malaga in Division 2. They weren't the favourites for the league, but they have comfortably won the league with 97 points, and they are going back to La Liga. You've seen it on previous versions of Football Manager. It is nice to meet you. It is back and adjusted for FM26 with the new roles and with the new in possession and out of possession setup. There are both the setups on your screen right now. I'm going to run through the team and player instructions for those on mobile and console. If you're on PC or Mac, the free download link is in the description. Before we get into that, I appreciate all the support on the channel. If you can do me a massive favor, hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, drop a comment, let me know what roles you want to see, let me know what tactics you want to see, either coming back from a previous game or a new formation I haven't done yet. Drop it in the comments. Okay, let's get into the team instructions, and we're going to kick it off with the in possession. You can have a little look here at the shape. If I click in the final third, progression phase and the build-up phase, and we'll start with that with the instructions. So we are balanced build-up strategy. Goal kicks are short. Goalkeeper distribution speed is balanced, but he is distributing it to the centre-backs, and you can see why. Attacking wing-backs in play, these three are here. 3 good options spread out across the pitch. Pick one of them, pass it to them, and progress the ball either centrally or down the wings into the progression phase of play. So we've got supporting runs on balanced, dribbling on encouraged, everything else is balanced. So progressing through, we can go down the wings, we can go through the middle, we've got bodies in each area of the pitch, and the pass reception is also balanced. Doesn't have to be to feet. We see space in behind, we're happy for them to hit it. Into the final third, you can see lots of bodies in the middle, and our width is coming from the wing backs. And we are encouraging dribbling in this phase of play. Our patience is standard, not hitting early crosses, but we're not working it in, but we are discouraging shots from distance. That is important at the moment with the current match engine. Players seem to take lots of shots from distance when there's not an immediate pass through the defense, so we don't want them doing that. We do want to encourage that little bit of patience where they are not just taking pot shots from the edge of the box. Crossing style is low, there are bodies in the box, there's bodies there for the cutback with the 2 wide centre midfielders joining at the edge of the box. We want to find one of them with the crosses or hit it across the 6-yard box, and there are 2 strikers in the middle. The overview of the instructions: we are passing it shorter at a much higher tempo. The attacking width is narrow because we have a wide setup. So by having it narrow means everyone's a little bit closer for those short, high tempo passes. We are on the counter attack in attacking transition. Creative freedom is balanced. time wasting is less often, and we are keeping the ball in play. Over to the out of possession team instructions, and in the low block you can see we are sitting in a 5-4-1, means we are very defensively solid in this setup. But as the team progresses up the pitch, we move back to having 2 strikers, meaning we still have that attacking threat. So in the low block, cross engagement, balanced. We're not rushing out to it, we're not standing off it. Players nearby, he will press in accordance with the team's instructions. Moving up to the mid block, and you can see we're still in that 5-4-1 as this striker is acting almost as a right winger. Pressing trap though is balanced. We're not trapping them inside and we're not trapping them outside. We're keeping our shape, we're not forcing them, just keeping defensively solid. Up to the high press, and this is where we now have our 2 strikers engaging the other team's defence. Pressing trap remains unbalanced. We are not preventing short goalkeeper distribution. We're allowing that to happen. It will give us a chance to win it back off the opposition's defence. Looking at the overview, and we are a high pressing line of engagement. Defensive line is much higher, but the defensive line behaviour is balanced. We're not dropping off and we're not stepping up. We are keeping that one balanced. But with the trigger press, we are much more often with the trigger press, and we are also counter pressing. We are getting stuck in with our tackles, being more combative and making sure that we win the ball back. Now we take a look at the player instructions, starting with the goalkeeper. He's a goalkeeper in possession. He is a sweeper keeper out of possession, so when we are pressing up, it is not allowing a lot of space between the centre backs and the goalkeeper for players to run into. He steps up and just makes sure those long through balls are not into wide open space. But there are no instructions on the goalkeeper, and there are also no player instructions on any of the centre backs. So we've got the ball playing centre backs right the way through the back line when we're in possession, and when we're out of possession, got the wide centre backs either side of your standard centre back in the middle of the defence. Next up, arguably our biggest attacking threat, and it is the advanced wing back. So the advanced wing back positions more aggressively than the traditional wing back, looking to play high and wide as much as possible. So I'm thinking Amad Diallo in the current Ruben Amorim setup. He is a winger in a wing back position. He just wants to get forward and create chances for the attackers. So the instructions on them, want them to stay wide. It's a narrow team setup, I mentioned that earlier, but these guys are gonna stay wide and give you your width. They are dribbling more, they are taking more risks, they are crossing from the byline, and they are cross aim for the centre. Out of possession, no instruction. However, on the right side, where the roles are a little bit different, trying to create different combinations, I've used the same attacking instructions, but out of possession, I want to trigger that press more often and tackle harder. So your right wing back is a little bit more attacking than your left wing back, and that's to do with the roles that he is combining with the attacking midfielder, which is classed as a goal threat. If I click here, it tells you they are a goal threat. And if I click on the other side with the channel midfielder, they are a creative threat. But because I'm expecting this midfielder to get higher up the pitch, then I also want this wing back to be higher up the pitch to offer a passing option in that final third. So if we look at the attacking midfielder, there's lots of instructions on him. He is on stay wider, he is on dribble more, and he is on make more forward runs. He's on take more risks. He's on shoot less often, because even though he is a goal threat, I don't want him just taking crazy shots. I want him to wait for the right moment. I've got him on roam from position. Out of possession though, absolutely no instructions. So it's all about the attacking instructions on this player. Over to the other side, to the channel midfielder. He's just on move into channels, and that is a coded instruction for this role. So when you pick this role, that one goes on automatically. Out of possession, no instructions. Absolutely nothing on him. Then we've got the defensive midfielder of the three. So in possession, it's a flat 3, and there are no instructions on him in possession. and there are no instructions on him out of possession. But when he's out of possession, he moves into this defensive midfield role, so we have that extra bit of protection, looking like a much more solid formation out of possession. Lastly, over to the strikers. So we've got the deep lying forward who drops into space as the right-sided striker. He's obviously linking the midfield and the attack together. You've seen the instructions I've added on this centre midfielder. I want him to drive out wide. He will drop into space. We are creating an attacking overload on the right-hand side with this attacking wing-back being more aggressive, this midfielder moving out wide, him dropping into space, lots of passing options, really causing a problem down that side. The instructions on him, absolutely none in possession and none out of possession. But his role is a little bit different out of possession. He is a tracking centre forward, and I showed you when I was going through the team instructions that he creates that line of four with the centre midfielders when we do not have the ball and when we are under pressure. And then there is the one out and out striker in the team. He is a centre forward in possession. He is a centre forward out of possession. He has dribble more as his sole in possession instruction, and out of possession I've got him on mark tighter, trigger press much more often. See, he is chasing down the centre backs because the other players are dropping deep. He is working really hard when we don't have the ball, and he is also on tackle harder. Nice to Meet You makes its return for FM26. Let me know if there's any crazy shapes you want me to try, or any particular roles you want me to try that I haven't used yet in any of the tactics. Drop them in the comments. The link to the tips video, 15 tips on how to navigate around the new FM26 UI, is on screen now. And as for today, tactic time done.